Hi, how's it going? So I recently released a few mandala design stencils in my Etsy shop, and I wanted to cover one of those in today's tutorial. And so I chose the Sacred Geometry Flower of Life design for this tutorial. And these are the colors that I chose, but the possibilities are literally endless. I mean, anything you do with this, it's going to be beautiful. I mean, the color combinations and even the designs within the design, I mean, possibilities are limitless. But if you want to see my take on the Flower of Life design, then keep watching. Alright, so I'm just going to use some matte black paint, and I've got a 2-inch brush. It just kind of makes your life a little easier when applying a base coat. Just get it all nice and smoothed out and take off any excess. And then you want to make sure that's good and dry. And this is one of my new stencils that you will find in my Etsy shop. This is the Flower of Life, which is a sacred geometry design. And I'm using a 12 by 12 canvas. And so my stencil is a 12 by 12, and it fits perfectly down on my canvas. And then you're just going to take your chalk or your pencil and fill in each of the little lines, and then that is reusable over and over. And there you go. So there is the perfect design for you. Now I'm starting off with some Anita's metallic gold paint. I'm just going to put a dot in the center of each of the flowers, and I'm using my pink tip tool, and I'm going to use my very smallest wooden dowel, which is a white tip tool, and I'm going to be putting the smaller dots all down the petals. So I am now selling these wooden dowel sets in my Etsy shop as well, and this one I use in pretty much all of my tutorials. It's the smallest wooden dowel that I can find, and I just love it. I think it's great. And I have color coded them, and I will put color code sizes in this video's description below so you can follow along with me. And I just found that if you put 2 dots down from the center dot, and then I think it was about 4 dots across the petal on each side. So that pretty much worked for me, I think, the whole way through. And then I did want to go with a little bit of a larger dot ring around the main design here, and I'm using my pink tool for that. And my son was having fun, having a bit of fun there on the edge. So he told me to leave it in. I didn't edit that out. He's over there wiggling my tools in each shot there. He said he had to get all of them in, so. And I thought that was pretty cute, so I left it in. Alright, so you just want to make a full ring around, and then I went on and closed up the little petals to the edges there. Alright, I am using Color Shift paint in Aqua Flash, and I'm using my light purple tool. And this paint is a little sticky, and it does have a bit of a snap back to it, so you really want to take your time on the release with this one. And we're going to just do the initial middle petal there in the center. And so I'm just going to put a large dot in the very center of each petal. And then I will taper the dots down to either side. So they're just going to decrease in size. So this is a slightly smaller tool. It's the pink tool. And I'm just going to put a dot to either side of that larger middle dot there. So I did the 6 petals, and then I did the ring around the 6 petals. But you can really do this however you would like to do it, because it's going to be really pretty either way. Anything you choose, I think.
I just happen to love color shift paint. I love, love, love this stuff. So pretty. Alright, now this is my smallest wooden dowel, which is my white tool, and I'm just going to put another dot to either side of those dots there. Just getting smaller. And then finally for the last dot, I'm using my very largest nail stylus dotting tool, and I call that a size 5, and I'm just going to put a dot wherever it needs it on the ends of each of the little petals there. And that's how it will look. And then I'm going to move on to a sapphire color. It's by Craft Smart, and it is a metallic paint as well. Going back with that same light purple tool for the initial dot in the middle of the petals. And I'm just going to make a ring around this aqua flash ring. So I'm going to put it in each of the petals going around, and then in the big circle around that. Really, I'm just going to do the same process. So I'm taking the pink tool next. I'm going to put a dot to either side of that larger dot, all the way around to each of the blues. And then I'm going to grab the white tool, which is my very smallest wooden dowel, and put a dot to either side of those dots, just like we did before with the green. And we basically do this the whole design, so all the way out. So even for the next color, we're just going to do that same setup. And you can pause it at any point, and that way you can catch up, or you can speed it along to your preference, whatever you choose. And that is how it looks so far, and it is just shimmering already. Okay, the next color is Deco Art, and it is a purple metallic paint. And again, just go ahead and get your centers, and then go ahead and decrease the size and go next to those. And then again, the same thing. Grab your smaller tool, and that's it. Now I've let that fully dry, and I'm going to go back with the purple, and I'm going to put a dot in the middle of each of that turquoise ring in each of the little triangles. And then on the little corners of each triangle, I'm going to use my very smallest wooden dowel and put one dot around that. So I'm going to alternate the colors here. Now I'm going to go with the aqua color for the blue ring, and it's just the same thing. You just put one dot in the center of the triangle, and then 3 little dots around that dot, just to fill out those little triangles. And now I'm going to use the blue metallic paint here for the purple ring. Same exact process. 1 in the center and 3 around. Now you could just leave it just like that, and I considered it like that as well, but I did go on and fill in the black spaces there along the edges with some more gold, but that's personal preference.
Alright, so here is that design for you one more time. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but this thing just shimmers. So pretty. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. See you next time.